You know, I didn't fall in love with English because it was easy. I fell in love with it because it gave me a voice, a way to be seen, to be heard, in a world that often looked past me. But the truth is, getting here wasn't a straight road. It was full of stumbles, doubts, and nights where I wanted to give up and forget the whole thing. But I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. Because what I've learned, not just about English, but about myself, is something I want to share with you today. Not as a teacher, not as an expert, but as someone who's been exactly where you are. This isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about growth. It's about why you should keep going, even when it feels like you're not moving at all. Let me share a few lessons from my journey. Lessons I wish someone had told me when I was ready to give up. You don't need perfect. You need practice. For years, I kept chasing perfection. I thought, I'll start speaking when I'm fluent. But that's like saying, I'll start swimming once I've mastered breathing underwater. You learn by doing. You get fluent by being messy. I once told a colleague during a meeting, let's do the meeting naked. I meant, let's do it casually. But I got the word wrong. Everyone laughed, and I wanted to disappear. But instead of shutting down, I laughed too, and learned the difference between naked and casual. That day taught me more than any textbook ever did. Mistakes aren't just part of learning, they are learning. As Coach Lucy puts it, if you're not making mistakes, you're not pushing yourself enough. You can't edit a blank page, so speak. Write, try, mess up, and try again. The plateau is the climb. There was a time I felt completely stuck. I could understand movies. I could read articles. But I wasn't improving. I thought, that's it. I've hit my limit. What I didn't realize is that the plateau, that boring, frustrating part where nothing seems to change, is actually when the real learning happens. Your brain is building depth, not speed. During this time, I started journaling in English every day. Just a few sentences. Nothing fancy. Today was cold. I had coffee. I felt tired. But over time, those simple lines turned into reflections, then stories. And eventually, I found my voice not just in English, but in who I was becoming. Language coach Ollie Richards calls this slow fluency, a phase where things feel still on the surface. But deep down, you're reorganizing the way you think in a new language. So if you're in that stage, don't quit. You're not stuck. You're shifting. Learning is a lifestyle, not a lesson. One major shift that helped me? I stopped treating English like homework. I started treating it like a lifestyle. I changed my phone to English, watched YouTube videos about things I loved, cooking, tech, and music, all in English. I followed English-speaking creators on social media, not to study but to live in the language. I even had talk to myself sessions in the mirror. Okay, today we're going to the store. What do we need? Milk, eggs. It felt silly at first, but it trained my brain to think in English. Not just translate. That's when English stopped being a subject and started being a part of me. Your journey is yours alone. We often compare ourselves to others. They speak better than me. They learned faster. But comparison is a trap. You don't know their story. You don't know how long they've been practicing or how many hours they've spent watching videos with subtitles on and off. One of the best pieces of advice I got came from my first English tutor, who said, don't measure your progress with someone else's ruler. And she was right. Your pace is your pace. As long as you're moving forward, you're doing great. So, if you're feeling tired, overwhelmed, like you'll never get it, I want you to know, I've been there. We all have. But you're not failing. You're learning. Every word you struggle to say, every sentence you half understand, every awkward conversation you survive, it's all part of the process. You're not behind. You're becoming. English isn't just about words. It's about connection, confidence, courage. And that can't be rushed. It has to be lived. So be patient with yourself. Be proud of every small win. Speak up, even when your voice shakes. And most importantly, don't give up. Because the only real mistake is stopping. And trust me, your future self, fluent and fearless, will thank you for every day you kept going. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs a little motivation today. And remember, I'm right here, walking this path with you, step by step. Keep going. You've got this.